All right.
We're back. Part two.
We're back. Part two, as you might have heard or saw, that we discussed networking.
First part, yeah. Check out the first part on
the
YouTube
first part.
if you want to watch it. I recommend watching that one before you watch this one.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch this one first, then that's fine
Doesn't
too.
really matter. It's all about networking.
Yeah.
But it'll give you
A total of 8. We've already listed 4.
Yeah. So,
And we're going into the next 4 now.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about this topic. I think it's like really good.
It's a lot. There's a lot that goes into networking.
And maybe, I think at one point in my life, I didn't really realize, like when I was probably younger, how important it is. Maybe I was kind of closed off at certain times in my life. And I almost regret that, you know what I mean?
Well, it comes with practice.
Yeah.
You can't just expect yourself to network, be a good networker
Yeah.
if you don't practice it.
Yeah.
Right? You can't just show up to events and be like, hey, it's not easy. You got to step out of the comfort zone.
No,
I think we talked about that on a previous podcast.
Completely agree. I completely agree.
Step out of your comfort zone, make a change. And that is hard, but I bet you not. It's a great place to start, and once you make that change, sky's the limit again.
Yeah.
So let's start off on the first point.
Okay. Go to events.
Go to events.
There's all kinds of different events you can go to from.
There are so many events, dude. There's so many events.
We were even trying to play some pickleball today.
Yeah, today.
So if you know a good pickleball club in LA,
shoot us an email.
reach out to us though, because we want to go play.
Yeah,
and
maybe
get that going.
host DSL Productions pickleball event.
That would be awesome.
And that would be a great place for everyone to
Yes.
network, meet new
Yeah,
people.
we'll definitely be doing that in the
fellow-
future.
Yeah.
That stuff like that's coming for sure, but don't give it out too away right now. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
it's coming.
Yeah, like events as in it doesn't have.
We'll do sporting events, a lot of cool stuff.
You can meet creators with similar interests.
Yeah, exactly.
And but again, events don't just have to be formal events.
Yeah, exactly.
You can be playing sports,
Yeah.
joining a club, joining a running club. Running club has been off the charts lately.
Yeah, we've been talking about the running stuff. Everybody's into running now.
Yeah,
Everybody's Usain Bolt. What's going on?
I think it's more about there are a lot of people coming into it, and again, it's more about socializing. Again, it's not.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Not a lot
They're not
about,
going there for the run.
It's
They're
not
going there
about
for
the
social
run.
part. Yeah.
Even if we go to the pickleball events, it's not about us playing pickleball. It's about more.
Well, I actually do want to play some pickleball, but also
Well, I mean-
there's more to it than just that. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. It's not. We're just not there to strike
Yeah.
balls. We're there to kind of like, hey, what's your name? Hey, how's it going? Like, what kind of field of work are you in?
Yeah, exactly.
Talk and see what everyone's up to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more, and it's like could be sporting events.
Yeah.
Events through clubs.
A lot of cool people out there, honestly.
Yeah. No, you never know. As we mentioned in the last episode, you never know who you can run into.
Oh, totally. And also they were talking about like going to like niche events. So niche event would be like, something specific to your, if you're trying to be a filmmaker, like a film event, or you're trying to be like a tennis player, like a tennis event.
Conventions.
Yeah.
Conventions.
Yeah.
Are
If you're into
great
cars
place.
or what,
Have business cards of yours, which you can share to people.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's a great way to network, meet new people. And
or do door-to-door sales, like we talked about that on YouTube too.
With Austin.
Yeah. I mean,
awesome.
don't do it if it's in a restricted area, but obviously if you're not doing it illegally, then you're a young guy, make some money, meet some people. I mean, knock some doors, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Knock some doors figuratively and literally in life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, good point.
So you can knock those doors, at those events, meeting people, and that can lead to that. But let's go to the next one. What's number 6? Kind of interesting one here.
Have a personal brand pitch.
Having a personal brand pitch.
That is pretty
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah. Craft a 15 to 30 second story about who you are, what you do, and what you're passionate about. I was thinking about this like in terms of our show too. It was like a lot of people ask me, oh, what's your podcast about? What's your show about?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like almost script my answer to be like 15 seconds perfect. And like, it's a health and fitness show that talks about social life, blah, 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 blah. Very tailored, I think you could have that with your personal brand too.
Yeah,
it's like, Samir, what do? You can say, oh, I'm a project manager and a podcast host,
Yeah. So it could be, you got to engage the person who's listening. And I think that's why it says 10 to 30 seconds.
15 to 30, but it can be 10 too. It can be even more brief.
Like,
the brief, I'd say the more brief it is.
I mean, if you keep it short, sweet, and engaging, I feel like that's the best pitch you can give to anyone who's meeting for the first time. And it's always nice, especially at these networking events, to have that written down or have something in your mind that you're going to say or talk to people about. When they ask you, hey, what do you do?
Yeah.
Or like what your passions are, what your interests
Yeah.
are. So I think that's a great way.
And keep all those alive, right?
Yeah, pitch it to business deals.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that could be big.
And have it with confidence too. I think too.
Own
If
it.
you, yes, yeah, definitely own it.
You should own what you are.
Yeah, it reminds me of like that Shark Tank show where they have the entrepreneurs and
Yeah.
they got to come up there, they got to give their pitch, and like, if you lack confidence, they're gonna eat you alive. That's why
Yeah.
they call it the Shark Tank,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's not about how much you know, it's about how you deliver it.
Yeah,
And even if you are kind of shaky on your foundation, but you're a good communicator,
Mm-hmm.
you can come out confident even if you think that your stuff is not that top notch. It's all about
Fair.
communicating in a way where the other person thinks that this guy knows what he's talking
fake
about.
it till you make it. Like we
Yeah.
talked about that before
But
as well.
do have some knowledge, obviously.
Yeah.
But-
Yes.
But a lot comes from being confident in what you know and explaining it to the other person who you're meeting for the first time.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's go to number 7. Stay top of mind. Check in periodically with people in your network. Congratulate them on new roles, birthdays, or projects. A simple, hey, thought of you when I saw this text goes a long way.
It does. I think we talked about that in
Yeah.
our last episode. And
Yeah.
we cannot emphasize this much. This is crucial so that your connections don't grow cold. And it is always nice to stay in touch. There is nothing wrong in saying, hey, I hope you're doing well.
Yeah. Yeah, and congratulating others too.
Yeah.
And being like, hey, nice, congratulations on your new role.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Definitely.
seeing others win, especially the ones around you, is always a plus.
It does. It is.
Because that elevates you. You know,
It pushes
if
you.
your friends are winning in their life, you're winning as well.
Yeah, and it pushes you to do better.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then they help you out.
That kind of leads us really well into the next one. You wanna
What is
read
the
it?
next one?
Number 8. It's the last final one of the strategies to be a good networker. Why don't you say it to us?
So it is
Drum roll, please.
be around the people you want to become.
Yeah.
Jeez, that is deep.
Surround yourself with those a few steps ahead of you. Whether it's joining masterminds, hiring coaches, or attending elite events, you grow through proximity. That's an interesting word there, proximity.
Yeah. Environment goes back to the environment part. And whoever you surround yourself with is who you're going to become.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, there are some tangible parts to it, obviously.
Yeah.
But again, environment plays a crucial role. Athletics, work,
Mm-hmm.
relationships,
Yeah.
friendships.
Yeah, no.
It goes everywhere.
Yeah.
So you got to make
It's applicable to everything.
Yeah, and the environment is not going to be great all the time.
Yeah.
But you got to find the best ones and stick with that. Not let the negative ones influence you. You want to have the positive ones influence you more than the negative ones. Right? That's how the environment works. Like you can only control so much.
Yeah. That's a great point.
You should be able to control stuff that you think you can and let everything else happen in your own pace.
Yeah. You can only control what you can control.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
end of
not
the day.
everything's under your control. Like you can't control other people's opinion. We talked about that.
Yeah, but you can control your openness to want to network more.
Yeah. That is
Right?
your choice.
And to
You
reach
make a
out.
choice. Yeah, you make a choice to socialize. You make a choice to network. That's your choice. That's
And you
your
make a choice how
decision.
you represent yourself on that day too when you're interacting with that
Definitely.
person.
The way you dress.
Yes.
The way you talk. If you're respectful or not.
You're wearing sweats and a hoodie,
Yeah,
are you
you're
coming?
like-
Are you wearing nice clothes and you're
Yeah.
ready and you're ready to rock?
Yeah, because I've seen this that people make an opinion of you right off
Yeah.
15 seconds as you walk in. They don't even have to talk to you.
Oh, for sure.
You walk in, the way you walk, the way you stand, they observe all that. And that's the aura. That's like the people.
People are very judgmental. And that's something I'm glad you brought that up at the end of this episode because in networking, you gotta kind of be focused on you gotta block that out.
Yeah. You gotta sell yourself.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of networking. You're trying to sell yourself as a product.
Yeah, pretty much.
Authentic product, true to yourself. And that comes from knowing what your values are, what your morals are, and how you present yourself to other people.
Yeah.
And once you do that, I feel like, dude, horizon is like so wide. Like you can go so many places with that.
Yeah. Yeah, on that note, that's going to close off the 4 strategies to become a better networker.
Part 2.
Yeah, part 2, that was enjoyable. Maybe we'll hit a part 3 or part 4 eventually.
Maybe,
we kind of liked
just
it.
Let us know if you want to learn more about
It's
networking.
very niche to social life, so I think it's kind of right on path with what we're trying to talk about in this season.
Definitely.
And yeah, I think it kind of goes along with a lot of the other stuff that we've mentioned
It
in this
does.
podcast. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it.
That being said, have a great week.
Yeah. Have a great weekend and a great night. Take care.
Awesome.